everybody knows that the new year starts in April, or at the spring equinox. But why does the new year start on January 1st? What is January 1st? That's part of the Gregorian calendar. Somebody made that up. Everything is made up. Which, if you watch Atlanta, the first season, dude said something, and Ern was like, "Oh man, you made that up." And Darius said, "Everything is made up, nigga. Stay woke." And you're like, "Oh, wait a minute. Everything is made up." Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everything that you know is because someone told you it's that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like they if I tell you that the sky is blue
Mhm.
and you don't know anything, then
Mhm.
you'll always think that the sky is blue. The
Right,
sky could be
even
green.
purple.
But if
Yeah.
your whole mentality is white clean, I can tell you anything.
If our whole mentality is what?
Wiped clean.
White clean.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which means if I take you somewhere blindly and I take everything from you,
Mm.
your way of speaking, writing, bring you somewhere you don't know, and then I can tell you anything. I can tell you what I want you to know. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna follow what I say because
I
I'm the
don't
only
know
thing
any
you
better.
have.
Yeah.
And people, humans have a will to want to stay alive. So, you know, you're gonna just try to stay alive, and everything that comes after you is gonna be whatever I told you, and you tell them, or I tell them.
Damn.
Everything is made up. You just have to
Everything is all
navigate
fake.
it,
There are no rules.
and that was the point of the Matrix,
It's all fake.
which was written by a black woman
Yeah.
in the early 1980s.
Mm-hmm. She
Who-
made that, and what
and
else?
The Terminator.
The Terminator.
So she understood what the universe was saying and how the future would be determined.
Is the Terminator and the Matrix somehow linked together though?
Yes, that was it too.
Okay.
I think the Terminator was like part 1 of like the whole series,
Uh-huh.
and like the Matrix was like part 2.
That's heavy.
Yeah, a black woman wrote that
Yeah, she had sued them niggas.
because they took that shit and put their name on it,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro."
Typical.
Yeah, that was fucked up, right? Gave them all that credit. Oh, it was an innovative idea. Ooh, shit.
Did she
My
win
bad.
a lawsuit? Like, did she get a cut of the?
Oh, she got some bread, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
She got big bread.
'Cause that's
She
like
should have
a-
got
that's
way more credit.
Yeah.
like her
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
movie
Well, I think they're transgender now, so they should not even be relevant. You know, if I can't turn in a paper with somebody else's name on it, they shouldn't be able to make a movie and take the credit with somebody else's name on it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
literally by textbook definition.
So anyway,
Sophia Stewart.
mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, if you read, you know what I'm saying, you just it's interesting. You know, it's interesting to read. It's fun to read. It's kind of scary to read too.
Mhm.
You know, it's just a lot of information, and it's cool to connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it really kind of shows you how to move through the world, like what's being done, and how far are you willing to go in your education and learning. Like, there's some people who went too deep,
Mm-hmm.
and they just kept reading and reading and reading, and it can take you places where you don't want to fucking go. But you know, it's just that's life. That's why it's all in books. That's why libraries exist. Get into them libraries.
Sidebar. Did you see Black Panther, the second one?
Tired of people disrespecting me with these fucking questions.
Okay,
Sir,
I forgot
saw
you
that
are
movie
coming.
3 times.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I apologize. My bad. I am
I'm
people.
not-
I'm niggas.
Yep.
What was
Yep, I know what you're
your
gonna say.
what?
The blacks and the browns coming together.
No, fuck that.
Oh, I forgot. We were supposed to talk about Beyonce.
All right, but wait, one thing. Wait. All right, so
God.
how did you
Elaine,
interpret? Huh?
somebody. I'm
Oh,
hanging
she's
up.
still
I
on the
can go.
phone.
Oh,
I can
damn, my
go.
bad, bro. All right, but all right.
Bye.
You on your way here?
Yeah.
All right, damn, nigga, you sound sad. On air, sound sad. Dad, that's crazy.
Hold on, I
She
gotta
don't love me, y'all.
goodbye, nigga.
How did you interpret? How'd you interpret this one? Like, what is the moral of this story to you? This particular installment of Black Panther.
The blacks and the browns coming together.
Okay. Outside of that, the blacks and no, not outside of that. Blacks and the browns come together to do what?
Defeat the evil empire.
Which is white people.
I mean, that's what. Okay, so for example, that is not a new concept in comic books. So the original Black Panther was what came out in the 60s.
Okay. Yeah.
By Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
Jack Kirby, when he created the Black Panther comic itself, he created it for black people to have a comic hero. In the movie, in the first one, that was not an accident that the Black Panther was placed in Oakland. That wasn't by accident. Black Panther.
That's what it started with, the Black Panthers.
Right.
Yeah.
But the character itself in Marvel was literally created for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did know that, yeah.
Jack Kirby, I want to say it was issue number 20. It was something controversial. I can't remember off the top of my head. And he got a lot of flack for it. You know, a lot of people were saying you should change the cover or shouldn't be too black or something like that. And the very next issue was the cover for the Black Panther coming off of the cross, KKK burning cross and beating them up.
Oof.
He did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the 60s. So these messages of social justice and, good versus evil, that's what the comics are based on.
Mm-hmm.
We are just seeing it in visual form because we're visual people now. This is the digital age.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I knew it was here when I saw Transformers. When I saw that on screen come alive like that shit blew my mind. That's when I knew that we were in the digital age for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up watching the Transformers cartoon. So to see that damn near real was incredible. So these images that we think are new or we think are controversial, especially for that part of Black Panther, yeah, it may be the way that Ryan Coogler wrote it and framed it for us because it's Ryan Coogler from East Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? A brilliant filmmaker, a genius. It may seem innovative from that perspective, but from the comic book nerd side, folks is like, welcome. This is what we've been doing over here, y'all. This is what the nerds been reading.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's kind of like the nerds are taking over, because while the whole time we was in high school getting picked on and beat up and getting made fun of because we were social studies nerds and we loved fucking history class and we was, we ain't have none of the girls, you know what I'm saying? We was also reading comic books and understanding shit that now we can come and we can teach entire lessons from the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
You can teach health lessons from Spider-Man comic books, just if you're innovative enough,
I guess that's how people feel about anime. How now anime is such a big thing and it be like regular niggas.
Right.
And hey, yo, you know what? And the same thing's with wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to dude I work with named Juan. I did what I normally wouldn't do is judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
Walked into the break room. I said something about wrestling, and he's telling me this stuff about wrestling. old shit and new shit. And I'm looking at him, and I said, nigga, I didn't think you watch wrestling. And this nigga was like, why you ain't think that? And I just was like, dark skinned younger guy, dreads, golds.
Wait. Remember what you said about the music? About how you listen to music differently now?
Yeah.
And I said, welcome to the 30 and up club.
Yeah.
What you just said to me or about that situation is exactly how I judged you.
For real?
I didn't think that you knew shit about hip hop.
Damn, you never told me that.
Bro, that's how we got here. You kept talking about like 90s hip hop, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that this young ass dude with dreads,
I did have dreads,
who was bopping around the fucking room in Atlanta, who was annoying the shit out of me. I was like, who is this fucking, somebody come get this nigga his ADHD ass nigga.
I did have dreads then.
And we sat in the break room at that table and we started talking hip hop, and you just kept, I'm like, how the fuck does he know about all of this? He's too young to know this. And then eventually you was telling me how you was always with your sisters.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no fucking way he knows this much about hip hop. And we just kept talking and talking and talking about hip hop. Yep.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yep. I didn't think you knew shit. I'm like, hey, one of these little bit bop.
Little bit pop.
Yep.
Hippity hip hop ass niggas.
Right? Fucking Ren in 10 ass rap. And Brown Sugar was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this is gonna be some and you just kept talking about, and it wasn't just rap. I think it was something you was like, yeah, something in the Bronx, and I was like, whose man's is this?
He's a liar,
right? But yeah, I get it. Yup, crazy.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Ward, bro. He a cool dude, bro. Like,
but that's just it.
I had no idea. It's bad saying like when I tell the story to niggas, I be like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But it's like, nah, this nigga know. And then apparently like his mom. I knew I fucked with this nigga when he told me, he was like, yeah, I'm going to pay for my mom to go to WrestleMania. And I was like, this nigga all right with me, dog. He is all right, nigga. Like, a nigga paying for his mom to go to WrestleMania, you going to always be good in my fucking book.
And mom wanting to go?
Exactly, yo. So, like, that was pretty dope. But, yeah, hell yeah, I judge a book by its cover, bro. Felt so bad that I realized, I was like, but my bad, nigga.
But that's the thing that I'm doing in school is with these museums, it's all about interpretation. When we go into so they're kind of wondering why nobody's coming to the museums, right? And we've pretty much been saying, remember, do the right thing? Mm-hmm. Hey, Sal, how come ain't no brothers on the wall? Mm-hmm. We've been pretty much saying, how come ain't no brothers on the wall? We don't see us on these walls. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to the museums. A lot of these museums are losing money, and a lot of them are losing. A lot of it is not about money. It's just about culture. Yeah. It's about the art. You know, museums preserve culture. They preserve the art because eventually we're looking at shit from 200 years ago. Mm-hmm. 200 years from now, they're going to be looking at our shit. Somebody in the future is going to be looking at us, laugh and joke, and tell dick jokes on the Laptop Chronicles and be like, I'm so glad these motherfuckers is not here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the spirit of the universe. It's eternal. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's why we was talking about time. Time is made up. We're born, we live, we're gonna die. Yeah. Everybody dies. Right? It's scary to think it's scary because nobody, you know what fucked me up? Bruh, this changed my fucking life. And I'm going to say this on a side note. I told you I circled back and got the homie. I got my brother. Yeah. Yeah. You know, if you know that story, I had to do that. My ancestors said good get him, so I had to go get him. But anyway, so part of it was, have you seen that new Deion Cole?
I haven't.
Ooh.
He got a new stand-up?
Charlene's boy.
Oh, I fuck with Deion Cole, bro. That nigga's hilarious.
but he is so on point for the 40 and up crowd. I say, even I count you in this age bracket. That nigga is speaking facts. He said some shit like you being like when you get a certain point in life, you just feel good. You be in the gym lifting heavy to R&B. Nigga, I be in there listening to groove music, fucking deadlifting 325, just chilling, just
I get that.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I stack. When I stack, I turn on R&B.
It just
I be
good.
stacking. I be stacking a Beyonce,
Bruh.
It is like,
we gotta
boy,
put a pin in Beyonce. I wanna talk, not the bad way, not because I know. But Pete, what fucked me up on that Deion Cole, because he always talk about how, people don't really pay attention to their age, so they don't pay attention to life. And because of that, niggas is always playing. And this is where he checked my entire soul when he said this. He said, we got more yesterdays than tomorrows. I said, oh shit.
That nigga, because tomorrow's not promised.
I've been out here playing too fucking long. I said, that's what, when I came over that day and I fucking bopped in here, like, that was part of it. Hearing that, we got more yesterdays than tomorrows. I said, thank you, Mr. Cole. I had to make whatever phone calls I had to make, and I got my shit lined up, and I said, all right, here we go. I'm good.
Damn.
It fuck you up, right? When you think about it.
That's reality, bro.
That nigga said, we got more yesterdays than tomorrows. And I went, ha ha, oh, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit hurts your soul when you think
Yeah,
about
bro,
it.
because it's like, being realistic, it's like, yeah. Like I said, bro, tomorrow isn't promised, so we
got more
we don't know.
yesterdays than tomorrows. Yep. And it's like at that point, you got to realize, am I going to keep going this way if I'm not happy? Or am I going to work to find my happy? Choose your heart. Right?
Yeah.
Choose your heart. Either you're going to have a shitty heart or you're going to have a good heart. Pause.
When I said I was hoping you did not take it that route. But
sorry,
I understand.
Listen, I try, bro. And I, you just learn we gonna be who we are. I listen to like Scarface. Scarface he got some like real religious songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. But it's like you are who you are. So yeah, I'm gonna make a couple dick jokes. Shit, it is what it is. Sorry, but it's like, yeah, tomorrow ain't promising. You like, holy shit, I have to do something.
Yeah,
I have to do something real.
Damn.
So let's get this shit the fuck together.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Yep. We got more yesterdays than tomorrows. Copyright Deion Cole.
Damn, man.
And watch it. It's
kind of scary.
It's very scary. Very scary. Because you can lay down tonight and you won't know if you're gonna wake up. That shit wrenches your heart, doesn't it?
Because it's like all the things that you put off thinking that you got more time.
You got more time. Because one day you're going to look up and you're going to have a chin full of gray hair and you're going to wonder, where the fuck did it come from? Yep.
I don't know why I thought about, it was all good just a week ago when Hov was like, it was the Faded Black. He was like, alibis not matching up, bullshit catching up. I forgive you. Hustling just ain't true. About to start snitching ain't you. About to start bitching ain't you. Yeah. I don't know why I thought of that, but in reality, it's like, it's a lot of things that we literally say, I'm not doing that today. I'll do it tomorrow.
For a lot of people, my grandfather ran some errands, came home, told my grandmother. My grandmother said, all right, I'm gonna start cooking in a minute. He said, all right, I'm gonna go in here and take a nap. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
And when you, and I think that's what the universe wants us to realize, is that when you put that in perspective, you get your shit together. When you realize tomorrow is not promised, you start doing the little things. Because it's crazy. I was watching it was like a little something, I think it was something on like YouTube, little, short or whatever, and it was Ed Reed. And he was talking about how he was noticing the guys in the locker room was like taking their stuff off, like tape, and he was throwing it on the floor next to the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, they throwing it on the floor, letting the janitor clean it up. He said, yo, you right there, put it in the trash can. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he said on top of that, it's the little things that count. So he started leading by example, cleaning up, and he said eventually the other guys started cleaning up. And then he told him, look, it's the little things that matter. Once they started doing that, they won the fucking Super Bowl. Once you realize you ain't got much time left, you start doing the little things throughout your day to make shit count. Make sure you doing shit to make it count. You don't fuck around, because you realize the universe ain't playing. The universe is like, all right, I got you on this clock, bro. And when that clock gets real, you get real.
Damn.
And it's like, okay, I've been fucking around.
Yeah. I went and got blood work done of a week. Just because it's like, bro, black people don't really go to the doctors often. Black men.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to get regularly blood work done. Just go do it, fellas. Just go ahead and do it.
And I know earlier I said stay out the hospitals, and I don't mean to contradict myself, but it's important to find a doctor you feel comfortable with.
Oh my God, yes.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yes.
So if you find you, and I know we supposed to be post-racial America, blah, blah. No. Black doctors, black educators, it's important. It is. It really fucking is. And y'all may not understand it. And what I mean by y'all is everybody who fucking sees this and has a problem with me saying this. Then if you don't understand that, then you don't understand what the fuck is happening in this world, in our society. And shut the fuck up. Don't get in the comments. Suck my dick from the back. But find you a black doctor. You know what I'm saying? I found a black doctor, and he was like, well, give me your rundown, da-da-da-da-da. I said, well, I've been told that I'm pre-diabetic. He said, that's not a thing.
That is not a thing.
He said,
that is controlled.
Pre-diabetes, he was like, it's like being pregnant. Either you are or you aren't. He was like, you're not pre-pregnant. He said, of course, it goes by the A1C number.
Yeah.
He was like, if your A1C number is high, then yes, we have to do something. If you're low, then, we might have to do something. But if you're in a certain range, you're good. Mm-hmm. But if you exercise, drink water, eat the right foods, keep your bullshit intake down, then you'll be all right. And that's why I said stay out the hospitals by doing that, going to the gym, because you don't want to go in there when your ticker ain't, you know what I'm saying? I knew a dude, he went in there for chest pains, and this motherfucker ended up with a triple bypass. And he went in there for like, yo, my heart feels funny all weekend. My mom had a heart attack all weekend. I thought she was breathing funny because she had like bronchitis or some shit. Nah, bro, she was having a heart attack all weekend. Shit is real.
Yeah, do you I want to touch on when you talking about finding a doctor that you feel comfortable with. All right, so I had a doctor, and it's like this is my second doctor in the last year. So my first doctor, this nigga just left the practice. White guy just left the practice. I don't know what happened. Whatever. I get another doctor. I went and seen her this week, right? Last week. Yeah, last week I went and seen her. I found out that this lady's retiring in June. This is my first time meeting her. She's retiring in June, but I wasn't comfortable with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was not comfortable with her, because I felt like she was brushing me off.
Mm-hmm.
And that bothered me, especially it bothered me when I'm asking her, like, she's telling me what the blood work will be, but I'm trying to, black people, people in general, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. Like, I don't know what else this blood work can pull up. So I'm asking her that, and she's just like, so what are you, like, asking for in particular? And I wasn't asking for anything in particular. I'm just trying to figure out, does this pick up if my blood is if it's too much sugar, like, what does that mean? If my red blood cells are too high, or if they too low, or white blood cells, if they too high, they too low, does that indicate something else? Like, I'm trying to get that. And she's like, oh, well, and she said it in a snarky remark. She was like, well, there's a book full of stuff that you could get tested on. And I was like, I don't know that. And I said it just like that. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, bitch. Like, you making it seem like I know what your job is, or how, like, blood work works. I don't know none of this shit.
Here's
bitch.
the fucked up part. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yo.
Bruh, I had a doctor I went in there because it was fucking years ago, and I'm doing a certain exercise, and I felt a pull on it. What I'm saying? I knew what I did. I knew how I did it. But everybody in the house go to the doctor, we got insurance, go to the doctor. All right, what the fuck ever. I went, doctor, what's wrong? Well, I was doing some overhead tries, and I went too heavy, and I overextended. She said, oh, okay. Tell me why this motherfucker Googled elbow pain. Googled elbow pain. And she's the doctor. I wanted to take my $5 copay back. That's kind of when I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they doing. And then I had a friend, she was a pharmacy tech, and she told me her job was just, to go into the hospital, patient come in, figure out what medications they on, right? Mm-hmm. So she was working, and it was kind of in between shift change. Young lady came in with her mom. Mom was really sick. First shift, doctors and nurses couldn't figure it out. Second shift, doctor and nurses couldn't figure it out. She go in there, hey, can I get a list of the medications? Young lady, ran it down. She said, well, this one and this one are the same thing. This is the generic and this is the non-generic. Mm-hmm. And she was trying to argue with her, basically because she was a pharmacy tech, she was black, and she was a woman, and we're taught to only believe the white coats. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, that's what the doctors gave me, this and that. And she was like, well, here's the prescription from the doctor. Basically, what the doctor had written down was get the generic, which is this, or this. Mm-hmm. But this young lady was like, oh, it's two different medicines. All it was that lady was getting over-medicated on that medication.
Yeah, double the dosage.
Mm-hmm. My friend, a pharmacy tech, figured that out. And she was making however much an hour, and you have doctors and registered nurses treating this lady who can't figure that out. And it's like, that is what the fuck is wrong with our medical system.
None of this shit is real, dog.
But if we can't get the right people into the lanes to get the proper help, if we're not, stressing mental health, physical health to our children in our schools, then they're not going to care about going into the medical field. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how you help humanity. You create a civilization that helps itself. Right? Damn. So if you got, I'm doing museum shit. Let's say, for example, I got a museum tour going. I take Corey down to the Baltimore Tattoo Museum. Mm-hmm. You got tattoos. I got tattoos. It's a museum. I'm going to school for museum shit. Mm-hmm. So come on, let's check it out. She walk around. She like it. Oh, okay. She sees like the history of tattoo guns as hygiene. Mm-hmm. get a history lesson on Civil War dudes that got their legs chopped off because the fucking medical field in the middle of Antietam battlefield was shitty. That's a history lesson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a science lesson, right? It's all kind of shit you can run out of that. She sees that. Now she's interested in like bacteria health and stuff, microbiology. Now she's going into the medical field, being a scientist or something. You know, that's how that's the line that it can create. That's where you can start everything, and she can go it's so much you can do with this, but we have to encourage our kids to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
yeah. You know, it's not rocket science, but if it is rocket science, fucking tell your kids to fucking launch rockets. I like rockets. You know, I like fireworks.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, we weren't really there when everything. I mean, we weren't really recording when all that happened. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Yo, I think that was like one of the last news pieces that I saw.
That hurt.
I could not believe that.
That hurt, man.
That really fucking did, because I know I didn't pay attention to the Migos as a group, but I mean like listening wise, but you knew who they are, and Takeoff was just the absolute most chill. You could see it.
It was unanimously known that he was the best Migo.
Mm-hmm.
He also had the best solo album, in my opinion, but he was the best Migo. And everybody knew this prior to his death. It was always stated, even amongst them, that he was the best Migo. Mm-hmm. But, you know, shout out to Takeoff, man.
And what's crazy is, so this is kind of what bothers me about that, right? That family has a hole that will never be filled, all because somebody was fucking around shooting dice, right? Think about Harlem Nights.
Oh, shit.
Think about the opening of Harlem Nights.
Yeah, with the little boy.
We laughed at that, right? Ha ha ha. We laugh at that. That man got killed at a dice game, but we have casinos everywhere. So what is it about our culture that we have to do shit like that? That he just standing around. He just out there. You know what I'm saying? He's gone. That family will never be the same. Never, ever, ever, ever. Because of dumb shit. Shooting dice. Man, if you don't take your dumb ass to the fucking casino, you want to shoot dice, be a fucking professional. No. You know, that's that bullshit.
Well, damn. That was a good episode. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I mean,
all of that came from your watch. That's why this episode is called None of This Shit Is Real.
Yeah.
Baltimore County. Wow.